If you love Fifth Third Bank and you are interested in one of their credit cards, this is the video that you really want to watch, because I'll be spilling a lot of beans here. I'll be telling you how to play the game, how to play the system to get the best credit card that you need. Okay, so here is the approach I really want you to follow right now. So if you are trying to have the best Fifth Third credit card, you got to choose your Fifth Third card first, because everything goes like Fifth Third has three primary credit cards. So they have the 1.67% cashback card, the 1% cashback card, and they have the Fifth Third preferred cashback card. And you can see that everything revolves around cashback with Fifth Third, okay, which is pretty good. Depending on how you want to play you want to actually play the card system here at Fifth Third. Let's first talk about the Fifth Third 1.67% cashback card. This is a card that allows you to actually, as the name implies, 1.67% cashback, okay? And the cool thing now, for all Fifth Third credit cards, you need to be a member, not a member. You need to be a customer. Fifth Third is not a credit union; they're a bank, so you need to be a customer. The only thing is that Fifth Third is geographically restricted, so you got to be in their geography. You got to be in the states where they operate to actually benefit. Okay, and this card is kind of cool because it allows you to turn everyday purchases into unlimited cashback with like from grocery runs to gas fill-ups or dining out. Whatever you use your cashback card, you get 1.67% cashback. Fantastic when you really think about it. Okay. And what we love here is that there are no caps, no expiration, no cash with this card. Okay. Now, the cool thing here is that you can enjoy no limits on the cashback that you earn and no expiration date to redeem. So when you really think about it, this is actually a double benefit for you. On top of that, your earning power becomes unlimited, right? So one thing I want to say here is that the card has a constellation of things that we love a lot, and including no foreign transaction fee. It has no annual fee. You have cell phone protection. You can use this card as a digital wallet. We love that a lot. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a fantastic time to have you here. Just want to talk to you about this 167% cashback card. The only thing that you have to watch out for on this card is that just make sure that you are looking for a cashback card, because if you get this card and you're not looking for cashback and you do not spend it on the things that really matter, you're not going to enjoy the card. I want to talk to you about the second credit card at Fifth Third. So the first one is the 1.67% cashback card. The second one is the Fifth Third 1% cashback card. So as the name implies here, you are basically having 1% cashback card. The only thing that's even better here with this card is that you can use this card as a balance transfer credit card. So basically you get 0% intro APR for 21 months. On purchases and balance transfers. Okay, after that your APR will oscillate from 15.74% to 26.74%. So something that you didn't have with the first card. The first card just had pure cashback. This is just a pure cashback play. The second card, in addition to the cashback play that you get, you get the 1%. You have on top of that, you have 21 months. Think about it, nearly 2 years. Okay, this is really good. So we love that a lot. But again, this is kind of similar to what I said earlier. You got to be a member. You got to be a customer, not a member. You got to be a customer. Okay, and the 1% cashback applies to every purchase, every single purchase. By the way, I want to quickly remind you, boss, of today's topic. We're having a conversation about Fifth Third credit card. How do you play the game? How do you play the card system so that you can actually get the best Fifth Third card that you're looking for? Now, if you are in the market right now for a balance transfer credit card, if you're looking to transfer maybe a large balance, or you are thinking about buying something like you have a consequential purchase coming up and you just want to just park it somewhere on a 0% balance transfer credit card, this could be a great opportunity. Think about it, because nearly 2 years, 21 months, 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfers. This is really good, okay? And we love the fact that Fifth Third is really flexible in terms of giving you the opportunity to choose which balances to transfer. This is really cool. Because some banks have restrictions when it comes to that, but Fifth Third is not doing that. So this is really fantastic. On top of that, I didn't talk a lot about the about the cashback is there. The cashback is really there. It's a 1% cashback on everything else. There's no sort of like no rotating categories. You don't have to track categories quarter per quarter, whatever. No. Every purchase. The third card I want to acquaint you with is the Fifth Third Preferred Cashback card. Okay, now this is actually a card that allows you to earn. You can actually enjoy unlimited 2% cashback. What we love about this card is that we love the simplicity, but we also love the fact that the cashback rewards are unlimited. Basically, you can actually use the card, okay, anywhere and anytime, in store or online. You can receive 2% cashback every single time. Okay, on top of that, you have no foreign transaction fee. You have cell phone protection. You have actually fraud protection, so protection against unauthorized purchases, and you have a travel support service, because this is like the upper tier of credit cards at Fifth Third. Okay, and it's really important to understand that this card, if you want to get this card real quick, it's better to apply at a branch. If you apply at a branch, you have time to ask questions. You have time to solidify your application, and you have better odds of actually being approved for this card. What we also love with the card here is that we love the unlimited part. I think I said this before, but I want to come back to it. You can earn as much cash rewards as you want, and you can redeem whenever you want. So we love the what we call the chronological flexibility. In other words, the Fifth Third is really flexible with time here. This is really good. I guess they really want to touch the larger population in their geographical in their geography here. Okay, and one thing I also need to see here is that just make sure that you have an account with Fifth Third. Okay, that you maintain a good relationship with them, that you actually if possible to have direct deposit into a Fifth Third account. This will be very fantastic. Like banks love that, but the Fifth Third more so. Fifth Third loves to have direct deposit because they are able to control. They're able to get cash. They can invest. They can actually loan out, but they love the fact that they can see how much you're making. Okay, so this is really good. I mean, it's a win-win for you because when it comes time for you to apply for a credit card, you just need to update your income information because they already have anything anyway, right? So those are the first. So I gave you the approach. First you need to choose your card, right? You have to be clear about the card that you need, and so that's the approach. Now let me give you the step that you need to follow. If you are trying to get a Fifth Third credit card, it's really important that we have seen in our research that you always want to start with your FICO score. It was kind of funny. Like last week, I was at a conference, and a viewer of ours was just talking about the fact that she was interested in how to get the Fifth Third credit card, and she was like, "Yeah, I haven't checked my credit score in a while, but I know that I'm like around 800. I'm around 750 to 825." And my question to her is, what if you were lower? What if you think you were probably around 750, but in reality you are around 650? Think about that. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's conversation. The topic, we're talking about what? Fifth Third credit card. How do you actually get the credit? I'm sharing with you a few hacks here, okay? And so checking your credit score is really important. Everything starts from there because Fifth Third is going to check your credit score anyway, just to make sure that you are quote unquote legit in terms of credit worthiness, right? And you got to really ask yourself, okay, so after checking your credit score, which type of card do you really want? You can see that I actually share with you 3 types of cards at Fifth Third. We have the 1.67% cashback, we have the 1% cashback, and we have the Fifth Third Preferred Cashback. So just going to quickly recap here. The 1.67% cashback, it's just that, 1.67% cashback. There are no rewards, there are no balance transfer opportunities, none of that, okay? You only get 1.67% cashback on everything. Now you have the Fifth Third 1% cashback, which has a huge advantage of a balance transfer capability. So you're able to transfer balances, okay, for 21 months at 0%. So you got to ask yourself, maybe that's great for you. And the third one is you have to think about the Fifth Third Preferred Cashback card. So this is a card that allows you to get 2%. So 2% is kind of cool. You got to ask yourself, okay, are you in the right situation to kind of like seize that opportunity, right? You have to really think about that. The third thing I want you to do here is that you need to be able, if you want to choose your best Fifth Third credit card, you got to actually compare the credit card that you are eyeing, the one that you are interested in. You got to actually compare that with other Fifth Third credit card. That's what we call internal analysis, but you also got to compare that with external credit cards. So, I mean, there are lots of credit cards out there from those issued by Citibank to Chase to Wells Fargo to some of the regional players which are in the same category as Fifth Third. So I'm just referring here to PNC. I'm referring to BMO. I'm referring to US Bank. I'm referring to Truist, for example. So you got to really compare a credit card and credit cards and see what you actually, whether or not Fifth Third does have the best offer, because at the end of the day, this is just business, right? You got to really stick to a plan. You got to have a plan. If you are trying to get the best out of the best of the best, you got to really be sure that you are getting the best of the best in any manner, shape, or form. Okay, it's very important. So when we talk about comparing credit card offers from Fifth Third to other players in the industry, you want to look at things like eligibility, because see, you might say, I qualify for a credit card, okay, but what if you don't? Like, what if you thought you would qualify, but in reality you don't? So this could happen. This could really happen. It happens all the time. So it's very important. This is why we tell folks to actually go to a branch and have a conversation at a branch, because sometimes the info on the website is outdated. You're probably thinking, well, I checked the website, blah, 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 blah. But what if the info on the website was there like 10 years ago? Things happen. So, because sometimes the back office does not talk to the web design, the IT department. So not IT, the web design, the team that does the web design. Okay. Think about membership fees. Are they charging you anything? Like all those three credit cards that I just listed for you at Fifth Third, they don't charge anything. But what if you wanted to switch to another card, let's say an external card? Then what if there are membership fees? What is the APR on that card? What are the rewards? What are the benefits? Because when we talk about rewards, obviously we're talking about cash back. We're talking about points. We're speaking about miles. We're speaking about because it's really important to understand that cashback cards tend to be geared more towards everyday purchases. Like if you look at the Fifth Third 1.67% cashback card or the Fifth Third 1% cashback card, okay. And but when we talk about things like travel, then you want to go with miles and points, okay. But also think about the benefits like rental car insurance, travel insurance, purchase protection, and extended warranties on purchases. Now, the thing that you need to really pay attention to, if you want to get your best Fifth Third credit card, it's really important to really go back to what we call going back to the origins. Read the fine prints. I mean, you can probably think, well, this is complicated. I don't want to read legalese right now. I'm just sort of stressed out, whatever. But hey, listen, if you really are serious about this Fifth Third credit card thing, you want to make sure that you know exactly what you're getting yourself into, because it's not just about I'm just getting a Fifth Third credit card today and I'm just going to enjoy the benefits. No, but you are going to have the card for many years now, so you want to make sure that you are clear about the conditions, the terms and conditions, okay, upon which they are sort of embarking you as a credit card holder, as a new credit card holder. Okay, so read the fine prints. You want to really pay attention to things like your like the APR they're charging you, things like the conditions for redemption of the rewards, stuff like that. And remember that I've said this before, that Fifth Third is geographically restricted. So what will happen, for instance, if you moved out of town, if you moved into a state that Fifth Third does not cover, like your address, your official address is no longer in a state that Fifth Third covers. In the past, the card was just disconnected right away. But nowadays, I think Fifth Third has understood that they really have to be more flexible in their business model when it comes to credit cards. So they are actually just leaving credit cards open. even if you just move out of town, move out of states. Okay, but again, please double check this, because we continually do research about Fifth Third, but our info can be a little different based on where you are at in your state and whatnot. So it's really important to really sort of analyze those things on a continual basis. One thing I also want to say in terms of the fine print is that if the card, for example, is a rewards card, you should also know when the rewards apply. Okay, and you want to think about the spending categories. You want to think about the different rates also. Very important. And one thing I want to tell you here is that if you want to get a Fifth Third credit card the right way, just apply for one card at a time. Like, it's really important to really pace yourself, because this is a long term. This is a marathon. This is not like it's not a sprint at all. And when I talk about applying for one card at a time, this piece of advice can actually apply dually, like at two levels. First level, within Fifth Third, there are 3 credit cards. You only want to go after one. Don't apply for 2 different credit cards at the same time. Like, don't apply for the Fifth Third 1.67% and the Fifth Third 1%. Or don't apply for the Fifth Third 1% and the Fifth Third preferred cashback. You get the point. The bottom line here is that when you apply with Fifth Third, first make sure, this is why, going back to what I said to you, go to a branch, talk to a credit card rep there, expose your financial life, so that they can actually give you advice as to the best Fifth Third credit card for you, right? There has to be some kind of a situation where you are constantly checking to see that you are on top of your game in terms of channeling, like in terms of making sure you're applying for the right card, right? So apply for one card. So that's one aspect of looking at things here. You can also think of applying for one card at a time as applying for one card at a time that like you apply for a Fifth Third card and you don't apply for anything else. Don't apply for any external card. Okay, don't say, well, I'm just going to apply for a Fifth Third and also maybe Chase, or maybe a Bank of America or maybe Citibank. No, you want to actually preserve your FICO score. You don't want to lose too many. You don't want to lose too many points anyway. Okay, so this is really important to think about, not only in terms of how you manage your account in the short run, but also how you actually manage your account in the long run. One thing I also need to say here is that when we talk about Fifth Third credit cards in general, the limit is very generous. Fifth Third has been known to be very generous in terms of credit card limits, and it's not really rare to have people having like 25 grand or 30 grand credit limits. Think about that. Think about how rare it is to find someone with that limit on a Chase credit card, for example, but you find that on Fifth Third. I want to give you a bonus if you're still around after 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And I want to actually tell you, if you want to get a credit card, a Fifth Third credit card, and you have no credit history, what you want to do here is you want to really, really focus on having a relationship with Fifth Third first. Open an account and have direct deposit. That's all. Those are the 2 things you can do. Because Fifth Third does have in some states a secure credit card, but if you want to go for the unsecured credit card right off the bat, you're gonna have to establish a relationship, have an account with them, and you're going to have to have direct deposit, because Fifth Third wants to have visibility into your income, into your cash flow. They want to understand that you are making enough money to actually repay whatever you charge on the card the card they are going to that you want them to give to you. Okay, and I want to share with you also a few pro tips before we actually close to this conversation. If you want to get a credit card at Fifth Third with bad credit, the options are kind of similar to if you had no credit. So basically, have direct deposit into a Fifth Third account, establish a relationship, and even better here, you want to actually work forcefully to increase to improve your credit score. And you might be saying, well, I can't get credit. Okay. But aren't you paying rent right now? Are you paying rent? Are you paying your phone bills? Are you paying are you paying utilities? Whatever you're paying right now, you can actually get credit for it. Okay, and you should. So we have actually covered on other shows ways to actually get credit for your things like utilities, things like rent, things like like there is a constellation of services whereby in the past people were not getting credit for it, and nowadays they're getting credit for it. And the cool thing here is that Fifth Third loves that. Fifth Third loves borrowers, or let's say applicants, who are willing to actually go the extra mile to be able to provide the information required. So this is one thing that Fifth Third loves, and it will be very, very very good for you to have that mindset as you try to get a credit card from Fifth Third. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Fifth Third credit card, and we talked about the three types of credit cards they have: the Fifth Third 1.67% cashback, the Fifth Third 1% cashback, and the Fifth Third preferred cashback. And I also explained to you a few things, a few steps you need to take if you want to have your Fifth Third card real quick. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.